Before we start the video, let the intro roll. Storytelling in games has evolved, and these 5 titles prove it. From post-apocalyptic heartbreak to pirate legends and futuristic chaos, we're diving into epic narratives that hit like a movie and stay with you like a memory. This isn't just gameplay, it's storytelling at its absolute peak. At number 1, Last of Us. In a world collapsed under the weight of its own mistakes, The Last of Us stands as one of gaming's most gut-wrenching masterpieces, plunging you into a brutal post-apocalyptic landscape where love, loss, and survival collide. Joel, a hardened survivor broken by the world, is tasked with smuggling a young girl, Ellie, across the remnants of the United States. But this isn't just a mission, it's a journey of emotional rebirth, trust forged in fire, and sacrifices that question what it means to be human. From the haunting silence of abandoned cities to the heart-stopping moments where clickers crawl through the shadows, every beat of this narrative is designed to pull you in and tear you apart. And when that you don't walk away the same. Naughty Dog didn't just craft a game. They built an experience so cinematic, so raw, that it blurred the line between controller and conscience, making you question if saving one life is worth dooming the rest.
Realize what your life means?
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of?
Then comes number 2, Days Gone, where the apocalypse is no longer fresh, it's feral. Enter Deacon Street John, a biker with a bleeding soul, riding through the Pacific Northwest on a desperate mission to find his lost wife. But this isn't your typical zombie narrative. Here the world breathes, it mourns. Hordes of freakers roam like liquid death, and nature itself seems to grieve for what humanity has lost. As Deacon fights, scavenges, and preys through forests and ghost towns, we witness his unraveling, a man who refuses to let go, even when everything is screaming for him to. But what sets Days Gone apart is its emotional core. Deacon isn't a superhero. He's angry, flawed, and tragically real. Whether it's lighting up hordes with napalm or breaking down at the sound of his wife's voice on a lost recording, the game wraps survival horror around a deeply personal tale of grief and undying hope.
You're afraid to be here. You're afraid to be a part of something. We need you here, and that scares the hell out of you.
Look out for each other. It's all we got. You could have saved a few lives.
There was no hope, there was no time, there was no room, okay? We'd already turned on each other right when the hordes arrived.
Hope you're right about your old lady, Deke.
But now let's take a hard left turn into the insane and explosive world at number 3, Saints Row. This isn't a tragedy. It's a power fantasy dialed up to 11. From gang wars to presidential aliens, the Saints Row saga doesn't ask you to believe. It dares you to keep up. Whether you're skydiving into enemy territory or launching octopus guns, every moment is soaked in chaos and satire. But beneath that absurdity lies a surprisingly sharp critique of power, identity, and society's obsession with control. You start as a nobody, a foot soldier in a city carved up by rival factions, but quickly rise to become the boss of an empire built on style, muscle, and the weirdest arsenal gaming has ever seen. Saints Row isn't trying to be grounded. It's giving you the keys to a rocket-powered sandbox and telling you to blow everything up with a grin on your face. And somehow, it works. The relationships, the loyalty, the rivalries, they're as real as they are ridiculous. And when you finally sit atop the throne in your penthouse covered in purple and glory, you realize that Saints Row isn't just chaos, it's catharsis.
Sword sharp tongue, words cut like steel. Kingdoms tremble when I step, that's the deal. Lion heart roaring, every beat is a roar. History's my canvas and I'm painting the lore. Sword sharp tongue, words cut like steel. Kingdoms tremble when I step, that's the deal. Lion heart roaring, every beat is a roar. History's my canvas and I'm painting the lore.
Next up, Cyberpunk 2077. A dazzling, broken, beautiful beast of a game that drags you into the neon-drenched, tech-obsessed nightmare of Night City. You are V, a mercenary with a brain full of glitches and a digital ghost named Johnny Silverhand whispering in your ear. The world here doesn't sleep. It pulses, it manipulates, and it punishes. Every alley tells a story, every billboard is a lie, and every mission walks the razor-thin line between revolution and ruin. Cyberpunk isn't just a game. It's a political statement masked as an RPG. As you hunt for immortality in a world where identity is currency and humanity is optional, you encounter broken rebels, corporate tyrants, and digital phantoms who all want something from you. And as the voices in your head grow louder, as the line between real and virtual shatters, you're forced to confront the most terrifying truth of all. You were never the one in control. But when it works, when you're riding your bike through neon rain or hacking into someone's soul to rewrite their fate, it's pure poetry in pixels. Assassin and outlaw blurs with every ship you plunder. But beneath the treasure maps and naval battles is a tale of legacy, freedom, and consequence. Edward isn't a hero. He's a man chasing fortune and losing everything along the way. And it's only through loss that he discovers what truly matters. Whether you're stalking Templars through Havana or battling storms in open waters, Black Flag captures the thrill of the high seas while delivering one of the most emotional arcs in the entire Assassin's Creed franchise. And when the music fades and the ocean stills, you're left with a haunting realization. Sometimes the greatest treasure is redemption. These 5 games aren't just hits, they're journeys, stories carved into memory. Each one pushing the boundaries of what video games can say, show, and make us feel. Whether you're dodging clickers in an abandoned hospital, riding solo through a freaker-infested Oregon, blasting dubstep guns in a virtual matrix, walking the rain-drenched streets of Night City, or singing sea shanties as you hunt for treasure, these titles show us that great storytelling doesn't just come from scripts. It comes from worlds that breathe, characters that bleed, and moments that stay with you long after the controller powers down. Consider subscribing and wait for new videos.